What is creativity? What does it mean to be creative? Or to have the ability to create? Where can the creative in you grow? This is Milligan College.
If you went to a big art school, which I definitely considered doing, you get lost. And at Milligan, you don't get lost. You're very much seen, and they want to be as helpful as possible to make you the best that you can be.
I was encouraged by my professors. They taught me, things that I thought were too hectic and things that I thought were too messy. I ended up really finding that I enjoyed the most. It helped me grow. It helped me get out of my little bubble of, this is what I like to do. This is my style, and it's not going to change. And I've realized, you change a lot in 4 years, especially when you're going to and from different mediums.
I think being in a small community of artists really encourages my work. I think it makes it better because you don't have a bunch of people to hide behind. Your classmates know you, your professors know you, and they know your work and the quality that you can put out, and so you do what you like your best. You can't hide, and I really like that.
One of the biggest things that I love about the Lord is that He's a creator, and so the fact that He's given me the abilities to paint and draw, I don't think that was for nothing, and that there's a reason that I have been gifted in that, and so I want to see where it takes me, and so that's why I've become an art major.
I really hope that my creativity can help shape the culture around me in maybe very small ways, but very poignant ways too.
As a kid, I loved the idea of reporting news, but I didn't really know where I was going with that. But I think coming to Milligan, I took my first journalism class, and that was really the hook from then on. I just loved it. I think Milligan has given me the opportunity to place myself in the real world and those situations where I'm going to have to be prepared. I'm going to have to know how to interview someone. I'm going to have to know what questions to ask. And although it has been challenging, I think it's overall just been an amazing experience.
I've learned a whole lot more than I could have ever imagined from doing radio at Milligan, because instead of just being a DJ or just doing a show and having faculty take care of the overarching idea of the station, I've been able to be more involved in that I can create the vision of what I'd like to do with the station going forward.
The professors for communications are really nice. They're very hands-on they know what they're talking about. And the fact that they know what they're talking about, they're able to help you along with your decisions and things like that. They're not pushy or anything. It just makes you love what they're doing even more, so it wants you to get involved even more in what they're doing.
You could very well go to another larger college and just get thrown in amongst the crowd, but at Milligan, you're really going to be a part of something special. You really get to know your peers when it's a small community like COM. You get to know each other's strengths and weaknesses, especially in group projects, so you know how to feed on each other.
Milligan gives you that place to explore and be who you want to be, and I think that's just beautiful.
Well, this past summer I got a chance to go to Prague for a month and perform opera with a lot of other undergraduate and graduate students. I got the opportunity to really understand what a professional opera world is like and get coachings from people that I never would have met.
The music faculty here at Milligan are extremely varied. We have people from the fields of jazz, orchestral music, vocal music, and they're all extremely good at what they do and what they study. And being with them and experiencing music and being in classes with them has fostered interest in other fields of music that I wasn't as interested in before coming to Milligan.
I'm a member of Concert Choir, Women's Chorale, and Heritage, so there's 3 ensembles I get to participate in. And then just a little additional things like learn about conducting and kind of learn about everything in the music realm as a whole. It's a lot of fun.
The best thing about the music department in general is that they will bend over backwards to make opportunities for you that you otherwise wouldn't have had. I remember my freshman year, I was unsure about how opera worked and how a full opera should happen, and my vocal professor actually went out of her way to put together an entire opera for me to work in and for other people to participate in and learn about, because it was something that we hadn't done in the longest time, but she knew it was something that I needed to do. So the fact that a professor would go out of their way just for one person in that way, I mean, that's hundreds of hours of work just to teach one person.
D.W. Winnicott said that an artist is a person who is driven by the tension between trying to communicate and trying to hide. And I think especially at Milligan, being a creative this is a good place for that, because we have a faculty who is so invested in us that they give us the tools to communicate.
So being in the community here at Milligan with the Fine Arts Department, where it's so small, the teachers really get to focus on you and help you, and if you're not doing so well, they know, they can see your work and they can put you back on track to make sure that you start doing well with it.
Definitely one of the strongest aspects of our photo program is the dark room and getting the chance to work with film. I had never done that before I came to Milligan, and so getting to go back all the way to the basics and really learning how to use the cameras ourselves and develop the film and print the pictures has just made such a big difference in my understanding of photography. Photography is so much more than just looking at pretty pictures or taking a picture of something you see, but it really sends a message, and I've done a lot in the history of society, and it's been very important to so many things, and it's been great to learn how that has affected the world.
We're a Christian college here, and so looking at how God has called us to live in every area, and the idea that He was a creator and that we are also called to create things. And I think especially being a photography student here at Milligan, it teaches me patience in a world of instant gratification, especially being in the dark room where you have to take your time. It's a process and a craft that a lot of people don't get to experience. And the patience that it's taught me to slow down and think about what I'm doing, to see beauty in everything, has not only made me a better artist, but I think is making me a better person as well.
We as humans are able to take these different aspects, whether it's paints or photography, and not just capture the moment and capture it beautifully, but tell a story with it, which is why I love theater.
We get to do Theater for Young Audiences, TYA, here at Milligan, and it is an amazing class. We have all different types of people who join the class, not just theater people, which makes it awesome. And we get to all come together, write a script that we will be putting together with costumes and different pieces, and go to the different schools around the area and perform it for the little children. So it's a fun class.
you don't just pursue a specific genre of theater, not just acting or lights, but you kind of get a taste of everything. You're required to take at least a couple of classes in all the different things such as stagecraft and directing and playwriting. I feel like it's a really big advantage because as you go into all these things, it's not like you're pursuing those things, you're doing a lot of work in those. You can still take more classes in other areas if that's what you want to specify in. But I feel like the other areas allow you to have a better understanding of your own area that you want to pursue.
Professors here, they smile and it's genuine, and they get passionate about the things that they're teaching, and they get passionate about the students that they're teaching it to, and it's been really a wonderful experience in that regard.
So it's just wonderful to be in a community of very, very hardworking artists, very hardworking students, and it's very nice to be able to count yourself among them.
Share your creativity. Become a Milligan Creative.